Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to draw your attention to the tree just behind us here. That tree was planted in 1989 in memory of the 5,000 Kurds who died in Halabja, Iraq, who were gassed by chemical weapons. I am an Iraqi. I have been to Iraq 4 times. I have witnessed firsthand chemical weapons. I have also witnessed firsthand freedom and democracy. For the Iraqi people, freedom and democracy has come with consequences. 4.5 million orphans, 1 million dead. It has resulted with areas like Basra being the most polluted in the world, polluted as a result of phosphorus, napalm, sarin and depleted uranium. Inside of Iraq, as a result of the bombs used over a period of 30 years, there are women who are giving birth to deformed children with deformities beyond anybody's imagination. This is the effect of chemical weapons. What horrified me more about the threat of attacking Syria is that somebody in the Houses of Parliament was so stupid that they did not realise dropping bombs on chemical sites contaminates areas further. David Cameron and Tony Blair, along with Nick Clegg and Obama, say we have the moral high ground to go and attack. Whose moral high ground is that? And a war based on a dodgy dossier claims that chemical and biological weapons could be used to attack the United Kingdom in 45 minutes. We have heard that before. Inside of Iraq now, unemployment is the highest it's ever been. There are over 90% of Iraq's children who are suffering the effects of post-traumatic stress disorder. And now in Britain, we have veterans who also suffer PTSD, severe disabilities, the loss of limbs. Is this the future we want? Or are we wanting a future that is free of chemical weapons, free of deformities, free of disabilities? If people want to know what the dangers of chemical weapons are in Syria, in Iraq, in the United Kingdom, then look at freedom and democracy inside of Iraq. Think of the 1 million people who have died in Iraq. Think of the 4.5 million child orphans in Iraq. Take a look at the streets of Iraq. The fact that over 1,000 people died in the month of April and May as a result of terrorist atrocities is democracy in Iraq. I do not believe in opinion. I only work with facts. One of the reasons which took me to Iraq in the very first place. What I saw was not what you see. What I saw was something horrendous. Were women who were attacked for having jobs. Were men who were shot for being the wrong religion. All elements brought into this country, the cradle of civilization, as a result of a lack of security when the US and UK entered the country. The United Nations warned only 2 months ago that the conflict in Syria is merging into one with the conflict now inside of Iraq. MI5, MI6 have also warned that inside of Syria there are over 10,000 foreign fighters who have taken up arms against the Assad regime. Those same people are crossing the borders into Iraq, where they are also carrying out their actions and carrying out crimes against humanity. If you really want to help the people of the Middle East, my advice to you, having got family in Iraq, is leave them alone. If you want to have the moral high ground and you want to help the people of Iraq, Egypt and Syria solve the problems in the United Kingdom first, eradicate your own poverty, clean your own streets, have a national health service that works and have clean hospitals, hold politicians to account, because in Iraq and in Syria and in Egypt, people do not look to Parliament for their saviours. They look to the people of the Arab world. They look to the people of the streets. They don't need Parliament over there. They need themselves and they need each other. They need their own solidarity. And what people in Britain need is to save Britain first. Look after your neighbours. Hug your children. Make sure that old people are not freezing to death in their homes. Make sure that everybody has a home, that we don't have homelessness. And then, once we have solved our own social, economic and political problems, maybe then can we turn around and say we have the moral high ground. I've seen Iraq 4 times, and each time I saw it, it wasn't any better. It was getting worse. And talking to my relatives over there just 3 days ago, they told me Iraq is not a country anymore. Iraq is hell. Welcome to hell, ladies and gentlemen, brought on by Parliament.